Hello everyone. I just wanted to make a quick video. I did a video about this last year, but why not do another one this year since I'm thinking about it? I think that last year I kept on mentioning that we should start growing food, right? Just to be prepared for what might come. I had no idea that we were going to be dealing with COVID-19, that there would be food shortages um, at the grocery stores. And we have to consider that there might be more to come. Weather is crazy. That's why I encourage everybody to garden, right? So that you have the resources to create food for yourself in case you're not able to go get it from grocery stores. Also, there's a lot of things that happen to this food, right? And we know that if we grow it ourselves, we can take much better care of it than leaving it in other people's hands. But we're still in a land where we go and we purchase food from a grocery store. So one thing that I wanted to mention was when it comes to gardening, um, you can do gardening at a reduced price if you collect seeds from food that you purchase instead of going and buying seeds. So that's one thing I'm doing to make sure that I have enough seeds just in case something happens and Yah blesses me with land. Um, I want to have seeds that I don't have to run to the store and pay for. Like during this epidemic, I got ready to go out and get some seeds, and there's certain things that I just don't have seeds from, like herbs and things, and they were completely sold out, and I wasn't able to grow them this year because I couldn't find them. So I would hate for that to happen for some other foods, especially foods that are easy to collect seeds from. So, peppers. Peppers are so easy to collect seeds from. So are tomatoes, but peppers are the easiest because nobody eats the seeds inside of a pepper, right? Even with jalapenos, a lot of times people get rid of the seeds because they don't want all that heat. But the seed is what the plant comes from. So when you have peppers, if you have a good looking pepper, let's say you get a nice organic pepper and you have a very good looking pepper. If you have a good looking pepper, a pepper that you yourself would like to grow, that is the perfect um, vegetable to pull the seeds out of. So I just cut open this pepper here, and it was long. The skin on it looked pretty good. So I determined that that was a decent pepper and I wanted to collect the seeds from it. Now, crazy thing is, it's a good looking pepper. So I wasn't expecting a ton of seeds, but when I opened it up, there were a ton of seeds inside of this pepper. So that's wonderful. So I just dumped out all the seeds and I dumped them out on a plate. They're pretty wet, so I should be able to turn the plate pretty good without them falling off. Look at all those seeds that I collected. That might be more seeds than if I had purchased a seed pack for up to upwards of $3 that I pulled out of one pepper that I was going to eat anyway. Why throw the seeds away? So in order to collect the seeds from something like a pepper, you just take them, place them on a plate, and leave them out overnight to dry. And then you can store them however you want to store them. I store all of my seeds in these little envelopes that I purchased. Please forgive my hair, it's a mess. In these envelopes that I purchased from Staples, they're just like little coin envelopes. But I take those, and they're just big enough to stick some seeds in. I tape the back and I write on the back portion of the label. I'll show you a quick example. I showed these last year, but I'm more than happy to show it again because I really want to encourage people to do this thing. And I already have red bell pepper seeds. So you'll see here that I already saved some red bell pepper seeds. So why am I doing more? What if I have a friend who needs seeds? What if somebody else needs seeds? So when I see a good something or other, if I have the resources, then I want to collect. And at least while I'm working to encourage people to grow food, if at some point one of the excuses that gets hurled at me is, oh, it's just so expensive and I don't have any seeds, I can quickly whip out one of those little packs of seeds and just say, well, now you can grow some red bell peppers. And I can give them some instructions on how to get started. And now, I mean, they could use other things as an excuse, but or maybe I shouldn't say an excuse, I should say a hurdle. It takes one of those hurdles out of the way. And it could just be an encouraging thing for somebody to hand you some seeds. I handed one of my friends some basil seeds last year, and she actually planted the basil and had basil last year. So, just little things that you can do to prepare yourself. You want to make sure that you're trying to collect as many seeds as possible from food that automatically has seeds in it. Some other foods, it's going to be a little bit tougher to get the seeds. I'm not in a place where we can grow lemons very easily, but who knows if I'll get a greenhouse. So I've collected some lemon seeds. I just bought some grapefruits that look like they're in wonderful condition. I'm going to collect some of those seeds. And so I'm really trying to get in this mode of just thinking about what might be able to be grown now. I could be wasting my time in my envelopes, but if I waste some envelopes, who cares? If I get land, though, then I'm prepared for the future, and I at least have some variety of seeds to get food sustenance started. I'm trying to think if there's any other tips I can give you all. Beans are interesting. You can grow beans and eat the pods, or you can let them go past pod stage and they grow beans on the inside. Garlic, it's probably best if you're doing garlic to buy garlic that's meant for planting. But if you're just in one of those situations where that's not going to work for you, you could buy a really good bulb of garlic, peel all the garlic open. Don't take let me see if I can pop one of these out real quick. I don't like separating them before I cook with them, but I guess I'll have to cook with it soon. There's the outer layer, but then each clove has its own layer on it. Don't take that protective layer off when you pop it open. Actually, I'll use this one because that other one, a little bit came off of it. So you don't want to take off this protective layer on the outside. You want to leave that on. But you just plant bottom end, tip up into the soil and cover it up. And you can grow garlic just from one clove out of a bulb of garlic. So imagine if you bought, 2-3 bulbs, popped them open. Now the bigger the clove, the bigger the head of garlic or the bulb of garlic that you're most likely going to get. So you don't want to plant the little ones, kind of a waste of time. Plant the big, fat, juicy ones and get some really good bulbs of garlic. So there's little things you can do with the stuff that you buy from the grocery store in order to grow your own food. So do your research, find out what those things are, and start doing some collecting of seeds and getting some stuff prepared, because we don't know what's going to happen, and we may have to start putting these seeds in the ground for actual food sustenance. We need to start getting away from meat and stuff anyway. We need to be moving more towards what they call a vegan diet. I call it a plant-based diet. But we really need to be eating more plant-based foods, getting away from meat, getting away from dairy, trying to eliminate processed sugars, just to be the healthiest that we can be and chase away all these crazy diseases and keep us safe during these times. So eat healthy, collect seeds, grow food, love your garden. Peace out. Grow something.